Yeah. Yeah. Hello YouTube, I am Gary Jordan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button at the bottom. Let's get into it. I have a podcast which I release weekly now. It used to be daily, called the Tuna Fish Special. The link is in the description. You're more than willing to listen to what I have to talk about. I do the same thing on there as I do here with a little bit more in-depth things. But today we're talking about Venom, There Be Carnage. That's right. The sequel to the 2018 movie Venom, starring Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, and Woody Harrelson, all reprising their role. Added on Naomi Harris, beautiful, attractive Naomi Harris playing Shrek, and Woody Harrelson playing Carnage. Basically, well, before I get into that film, I want y'all to know I will have some spoilers in this particular review. So I won't talk about it from the first hand. You have been warned. If you have not seen the movie yet, the movie came out Friday, but for the YouTubers who got like 200 plus and million subscribers, they get an early access. I don't get this shit right now. So I had to do what everybody had to do. I bought my ticket and saw it the other day. So if you have not seen this, you have been warned. Let's get into it. The movie stars Tom Hardy playing Venom, Eddie Brock. And basically left off where the first one did. Eddie still trying to learn how to coexist with the symbiote Venom. And he has this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde moment. They have a little bit of infatuation with each other. I don't know, there's some weird stuff going on between them two. But anyway, Eddie meets Cletus Cassidy. We saw Cletus at the end of the last one. They finished off where they left off on the last one, and Cletus gives Eddie clues about certain things, and that can help give Eddie the story he wants to. Not purposely, accidentally he did. And I'm trying to phrase it in a way where I'm not giving y'all too much information. Basically, what you saw in the preview is what happened. If you've seen the trailer for this film, which I'm sure you did, if you have not, you probably know what I'm talking about. Cletus and Eddie have a little altercation where somehow a piece of Eddie got inside of Cletus, and then that's when Carnage was born. I'm skipping over a couple of things because I don't want to give too much story, but the movie basically left off where the first one did. Eddie's still trying to coexist with the symbiote. They both go back and forth with each other. He still has his relationship with Cletus. His relationship with his first girlfriend in the beginning has kind of dwindled. She's kind of exiting out. She getting married again. She's getting married to somebody, and Venom and Eddie are not happy about it, but they got to deal with it. And it basically seemed like Eddie is kind of down on his luck. He had a big break with this Cletus situation where Cletus gave him hints on where he left some of the dead bodies at. Like I said, not purposely, just accidentally. And Eddie and Venom figured out where it was. That what gave Eddie the big break, but it also sped up Cletus' death sentence to where he's about to get executed. And then that's when they have their little Eddie and Cletus. Cletus wanted to see Eddie one last time, and that's when they had a little altercation. Then that's when a piece of the symbiote got inside Cletus, and that's how he became Carnage.
All I ever wanted in this world is carnage.
This movie is good. There's no bad actors in this film. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Y'all can kind of sum up what this movie can be about. it's got a lot of action in it, and it does keep you on your feet. It doesn't waste any time. There's more humor in this movie than it was in the first one. They kind of have Venom and Eddie gotta have a brother relationship, like brother, best friend, buddy cop type relationship thing going on between each other. I like their interaction with each other. They can't stand each other in this movie. I think they get really weary and tired of each other. Eddie wants his life. Venom wants to be free and not being told what to do. In the movie, he's not eating as many people as he was in the first one. He eating more chickens and sugar in this one. Overall, I gave y'all the retrospective. I kind of jumped around a little bit because I'm just trying to make sure I wasn't giving y'all too much of the film, just a little thing to tickle with. They went all out on this one, and there is, however, the post-credit ending that I'm pretty sure some of you have heard, and it shocked the hell out of me, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen after this. There will be a third Venom if this one do good, so be on the lookout for that. The movie itself, Venom 2, I think it was pretty good. I thought it was a step up from the first one, but I did leave the theater unsatisfied. You have to understand something. The Spider-Verse is huge, just like how Batman is. It's a huge universe. There's a lot to Spider-Man, and Carnage is like, that's like the roughest, craziest villain that Spider-Man can ever encounter. And I just wanted more. I felt so empty when I left. It gave me a little bit of what I needed, but it just didn't feel, it wasn't satisfying enough for me. The actors did great, you know, and Andy Serkis directed this movie. For some of you who don't know who Andy Serkis is, he played Gollum in Lord of the Rings. He also played the lead ape in all the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes films, the recent one, Rise of the Apes, the Dawn of the Apes, all those stuff. He played, I forgot the lead chimpanzee was, but he played that character too. He's really good at motion graphics. He did a phenomenal job directing this movie. I feel like in time he's gonna get better and better. I saw what he did with the Jungle Book, and I actually liked that version better than the one Disney did, because that one felt more grounded. It felt more realistic. The Mowgli John on Netflix, he directed that one, so I liked that one. That was pretty good. I feel like he did a pretty good job with this one. I just felt like the movie wasn't long enough. I wanted more from Carnage and less about Venom and his relationship with Eddie Brock and how they dealing with each other. And I'm still trying to see what, from me, Venom has always been a villain. I'm not used to him being like this. I know at certain parts in the comics he does become an anti-hero, but I'm trying to see, are they gonna role reverse that? Is he leading up to be the villain that we're looking to see? Or is he gonna stay this way for a long period of time? I don't know. You know, I don't know where they're going with this, you know? But somehow, some way, they gotta tie it into Spider-Man eventually. So I don't know. But that post-credit at the end, they will give you some insights of what they finna do. But I don't know. You know, I'm used to Venom being like the villain, you know. I don't know this where Eddie Brock is heading to. I don't know. But this sequel is a step up from the first one. It's not great. No, not by far. But it's better. It was way better than the first one. The only problem is that the first one was 2 hours. This one here was cut like in half. And I felt like I needed more when I left the film. Like I felt empty. Like, damn, that's it. We That's it. I wanted to see more. Woody Harrelson did an amazing job playing Cletus Cassidy and playing Carnage. Carnage and him, it's not the same as how Eddie Brock and Venom, how they kind of like can coexist with each other and they can kind of like play off each other. With him and Carnage, it wasn't like that at all. There was no like in between with it. So I don't know, but I think it was pretty good. I think it's worth the watch. It's a good popcorn movie. You know what I'm saying? It has some really good moments. And look, the acting, the directing, the pace of the film, it was good. It was pretty good. I would want to see it again. Put it like that. I would want to see this one before I see the first one again. I thought this was a step up. It definitely was an improvement from the first one. So yeah, Venom 2, worth going to see. Now, you may mosey on out of here if you don't want to hear me talk about this, or you can stick around. That's up to you. You have been warned. I'm finna talk some spoilers alert right now, so you can mosey on out of here if you choose to, but I'm finna get to some spoilers. Alright, so the post-credits showed. Alright, so at the end of the film, basically Eddie Brock and Venom on the run. Their name got out there. They got tied in with Cletus Cassidy somehow, some way, and they feel like that he's morally responsible for what happened with Cletus Cassidy getting out. So he's on the run. Him and Venom is on the run, and at the end of the movie, they get to a scene where Venom was finna get ready to show Eddie, him being around for so many years, he's seen everything all over the universe. He was about to share a piece of that with Eddie, but then this little thing happened, and all of a sudden things kind of changed within a split second. And then who pops up on TV at the end of the film when they look at it? Jameson. And who else do you see? You see Tom Holland, Spider-Man on the TV. So, and Venom licked the TV and said, he looks tasty. So, I don't know. I did kind of get off my feet like everybody. It's like, oh, okay. Maybe we finna see a duo. Or maybe how they did this was relatively smart on Sony end. I know I think that Arvy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He done produced the earlier Spider-Man films. He is the reason why the third one was not a good film, because he was pressing the issue with Sam Raimi to push Venom in that movie. Sam Raimi had a mapped out plan to not have Venom in the third one. It was supposed to just be Sandman. Would it have been the movie would have been any better with Sandman? I don't know, because Sandman not the villain that I would have went for that last one. But he may have had a plan that we didn't know about. But clearly Venom was not in the plan. So the real reason we got Venom in that third Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire is because of Av Art. I can't pronounce the man's name. Somebody help me pronounce that man's name. I can't pronounce it worth nothing. But anyway, he's the one who's pushing. He was the one that pushed Spider-Man 2 with all the villains, because he's trying to push that Sinister Six. He trying to sneak us in. See, I think Marvel have a great layout and plan for what they're doing, but I think with Sony still having the rights to Spider-Man, it kind of ruins things a little bit. So it looking like Venom is coming to Marvel. But see, I don't know how that's going to tie in with everything. Not to mention, we still got Morbius getting ready to come out too. So I guess that's going to tie into Spider-Man in some type of way to where we're going to see Blade. I don't know what's going to happen. But when I saw it, I was happy, but I was a little worried too, because this could be a good move for them, or this could be a bad move. Marvel been executing on this new Spider-Man so far. They seem to have a grasp of how to keep the pace going with Spider-Man, and to add not only with this coming out, and then you got Spider-Man, the third one coming out in December. I don't know, it could get a little tricky. I don't know. We're gonna wait and see. But when I saw it, I felt happy. But then I was like a little worried because I was like, okay, they pulling this again. We seen this when they try to bring Venom into the Spider universe and it doesn't work. And I think they try to push the Sinister Six, but I don't know how long they got Tom Holland as Spider-Man. That's like the third one is gonna X out. So I don't know what they're gonna do. But this film, Venom 2, ties in with the new Spider-Man that's getting ready to come out. So I don't know. Could this be a prequel to Venom story arc? Could they be doing what I think they're doing, like basically making him seem like an anti-hero to lead him up to become the villain that we're looking to see to have? Is this the build up? If it is, it's genius, it's smart. We never seen that arc before, where a person who started out as a good guy that ends up being the villain that we all know. So this could be a prequel to the Venom that we all know. And it could be the story arc that helps us kind of view Eddie Brock differently. But see, he's become such a fan favorite, I don't know. But then again, him fighting alongside Spider-Man be kind of weird. I don't know if you've seen that happening, so I don't know what they finna do, man. I don't know what the plan is. Sony has dropped the ball on Spider-Man a lot by interfering and just by not trusting the writers and directors who came up with the art for the story. They have messed up a lot with Spider-Man 3, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now they're digging their hands into what Marvel has already built with this new Spider-Man. So I'm a little curious and a little concerned because I'm liking the direction they went with this Spider-Man, but also with them adding on the other villains from the previous films because they trying to open the door to the multiverse. Because I think that what they're doing is they're going off on how well the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse did so well and was so well received. They're trying to piggyback off of it. And we in this new woke society, I wouldn't be surprised if Miles Morales popped up in the third one. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I just hope whoever they get, he's good and he can play it to the teeth. But like I said, I'm curious. Sony, these companies are greedy, and with greed, they just make the rash decision thinking that that's what fans want to see. Fans want to see good product, not forced product. And you think they learned their lesson after the last two Spider-Man films that didn't do so well. The sequels, the third one with Tobey didn't do, it did numbers, but it was critically panned from the previous two that came out. And Amazing Spider-Man 2 didn't do good at all. So what you trying to do? You trying to mess up what Marvel got going on because y'all want to be greedy? Y'all just trying to do fan service? What's going on here? This is a curious thing. And it would be interesting to see Tom Holland and Tom Hardy interaction. Two really good actors going at it with each other. That would be great, but that's tricky, man. Again, that's very, very tricky. And the cross universe, that caused a lot of confusion. So I don't know, but we will see. Thank y'all for watching. This is Garrett Jordan. Go listen to my podcast, the Tuna Fish Special Podcast. And we're out. Go see Venom. Let There Be Carnage. Go check that out. Holla y'all.